Okay, today we're going to look at section 8.5, which is percentiles. Now, you may have heard of these, especially I remember in elementary school, the standardized testing. They talked about what percentile we were in as opposed to how well we scored. So let's talk about what this is. Comparing the proportions of the data values that are below a given number can help us evaluate differences between individuals in the separate population. These proportions are called percentiles. If p% of the values in a data set are less than a number n, then we say that n is at the pth percentile. Okay, so there's some other terms that we use related to percentile with meanings you may be able to infer from their roots. Remember, the word percent means per hundred. This reflects that percentiles divide our data into 100 pieces. The word quartile has a root that means 4. So if a data value is at the first quartile of a data set, that means that if you break the data into 4 parts, this data value comes after the first of those 4 parts. In other words, it's greater than 25% of the data, placing it at the 25th percentile. Quintile has a root meaning 5, so data value at the third quintile is greater than 3/5 of the data in the set. That'd be at the 60th percentile. Then and is less than no more than half of the data in the data set. With our new term, we can now more easily define it. The median is the value at the 50th percentile or the second quartile. So consider this data set. Well, if we're going to any of this, we need to put it in ascending order. So let's start with 1, 2, then we have 4 and 5, and there's a 6, and then there's a 2 8s, then we have a 12, a 15, and a 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's n equals 10. Let's make sure that's what we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Okay, so what value is at the 80th percentile? That means 80% of the values are below it. Well, if you don't recall, 80% can be written as the decimal 0.80. To find 80% of 10, we just take 10 times 0.80, which gives us 8. So here, oops, wrong place. Here, the 80th percentile means that 80% of the values are below it. So 15 would be the 80th percentile. At what percentile is the value 12? Okay, so here's 12. And if you look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 values below it. 7 out of 10, 70. So this would be the 70th percentile. That's it. It's that simple. Okay, so here, wow, that was quick too. So that does it for the percentiles.